Hey, welcome. All right, I'm still futzing around with this color. So what I've done is changed it up to black ultimately, and I think that was the one that I liked the best. Obviously, we could play with that for a long, long, long time. Um, oh my goodness, I had just said to myself, I'm not going to make them sit through any more of this color stuff. So here we go. Here's the color stuff. I'll leave the background the same brown as some of this so it all fits in together. The next step that you can, oh, I don't like that. Never mind, I'm going to do it black. Okay, right? I'm going to make this into black. Yeah, we're not either. We're going to leave it at that. All right, now the next thing that I thought I would show you how to do is after you decide on the color, and hopefully you'll be able to choose the color a little bit more easily than I was, but don't, experiment. That's how you learn the software. So I've got the color chosen, and now I'm going to make a clipping. I do like that shape though. I didn't want to get rid of that shape, so I'm going to take that shape and I'm going to just make it another color there. There you go. Okay, I'm fine. All right, so now the shape that I thought I would use is over here. There's a number of different, there's an ellipse we could use, a star, rectangle. I'm going to use the polygon. And I'm going to hold down Command Shift because I want to pull it right from the, not Command Shift, Stroke and Option, because I want to pull that polygon, the shape out. And then I'm going to click on my mouse or on my trackpad, and then I'm going to pull the polygon out so it goes out from the center. All right, now you'll see a polygon that fills with the last color that you had or I had in that swatches panel. I think I wanted that brown or black. All right, I'm going to zoom out here so you can see what I'm doing. And you can add this into your little project. You don't have to if you don't want to. This is just something, one of the other cool tricks of Illustrator that I was going to make sure you had an opportunity to know how to work with. Now I've got that polygon shaped or drawn. Just going to move it over here just a little bit. Then I'm going to take my selection tool and I'm going to draw an imaginary rectangle around my entire image, including the polygon, my face, and a little bit of the artwork on both sides. Then I'm going to go under Object, and I'm going to go down to Clipping Mask, and I'm going to go to Make. Now I have a fun little shape that's around it as well. And then I can also, kind of make that, because, half my life I'm off kilter, right? So I wanted to make an image of myself that gives that personality characteristic of who I am as well. All right, so now what we could do is maybe if you want to make a frame around this path, I'm going to bring these, go to the swatches panel and bring the stroke up to the foreground, or you can go back to your toolbox and bring the stroke up to the foreground. And let's put one of those bright orange strokes on. And then let's make it a little bit thicker so we can actually see what's going on with it. And there you go. All right, so that's the image. You play with yours for a while and make it your own. And then what I would like to have you do is get the Type tool in Illustrator, and you're going to go up to the character panel. It's either on the control panel or you can bring it out so that it's by your artboard, but let's click on it there. And this Myriad Pro is the name of the typeface that that it automatically defaults to. I don't really like that very well. I like something a little, I don't know what I want for this particular one. Something that makes me feel like it's reflective of my personality, and that's what I would want you to choose. Some days I'm a little traditional, some days I'm a little quirky, so let's see where we are. Oh my goodness, I could, again, I'm going to choose Helvetica because it's a good old standard, but it's clean and it's clear, and I don't think it's ever been quirky like I am, but we're going to go ahead and make it for this typeface. We're going to say, hi, I'm Nancy Slater, and comma, a grandma, a mom, a sister, a friend, um, an instructor, a political activist, an artist, a designer, and a dog lover. Now, if you've drawn a box that's a little bit smaller than what your typeface is or than what you want your typeface to go into, you can just click and drag this text box a little bit larger than that. And I might just make my title of a little bit funkier and put the paragraph or two that I'm going to write in a little bit in a very clear to understand or see typeface. So maybe if I want to choose another typeface, I'll put all caps, Nancy Sandoval Slater. I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to do Command, Shift, and more than key. And that every time I hit the more than key, it increases the size of the type by 2 points. So I'm going to make this bold. I'm going to click and drag this so I can get it underneath it where I am, or the image. And then I am going to get the typeface again, or the type tool again, click 3 times to highlight the entire name, and then I think I'll change that color to brown so it's more befitting what my overall introduction is. And there you go. Then you want to write a paragraph about who you are. Again, with the typeface, you find that in the type tool in the toolbox. T is the quick key. You choose a color. You have to have the type highlighted, otherwise it will just fill the box with color. Oh, I'm such a liar. Sorry. The last time I did that, it filled the box with color. I was probably in design. So if you can, as long as you have the type tool, I guess maybe it's going to allow you to change the color of the type with just the box selected. And if you want to change the typeface that you're working with, go to your character panel. It should be on, if you get your type tool, it should be on the control panel that's right up at the very top of your document. Or you could go to Window, and you can go down to Type, and you can go over to Character. And this will allow you to bring the character panel over closer to where you are to choose the typeface that you would feel most likely shows your personality or your style. And then after you have that all done, and of course I want you to write a little bit more than what I did, you're going to go up to File, and we are going to save a copy. First you're going to save it to make sure that you've got the original Illustrator file done. You don't want to save out the Illustrator file as a PDF file. You want to always save your original Illustrator file. Anyway, I do. So you know it's an Illustrator file because it's got the .A1 at the back of the file name, and you can just accept these defaults. And then the next thing you want to do is go to File and Save a Copy. And this copy you're going to save as a PDF file format. And this will give you some different options once you click Save. Illustrator default, I'm going to change that to high quality print. I'm going to change the compatibility to Adobe 8 or Acrobat 8. And I'm going to say to include the document bleed settings. And then we're going to click Save PDF. All right, now we're going to go back over here into this file where I file all of my documents from our class, or will file all our documents from this class. It's under Muskegon CC. Where is that? There it is. And you'll see I have two copies in my file folder. I have both the Illustrator file as well as the PDF file. I'm going to click on the Adobe PDF, and you'll see that it opens it in Acrobat, and it will have this image. Remember, we placed the image, and once we change it into a vector-based file, it's not going to, it doesn't, it separates itself from your original image. So that's less of an image if you'd have kept your original image in there using it. But now we have the imagery as well as the typeface that I chose to use in my design. So that's, I'm extremely likely I use it all the time. All right, so now we're going to go back up to Blackboard, and we are going to go to the Assignment tab for the introduction. We are going to browse my computer to attach the file. I'm going to go back out to where your documents are that you have it saved from. And again, you're going to upload it as the PDF copy here. I'm not sure that they're going to allow me to save it just simply because I'm not in that person. I'm not a student. So once you I'm going to cancel it out. That's how you do it for your assignment tab. Then the other thing that you're going to do is, sorry, that's my dogs. I have 3 big dogs. Someday they'll come up and visit, I'm sure, while I have the camera on. Then we're going to go over here to the discussion board, and we're going to click on this forum, Introduction in Illustrator. And you'll see I've already created a thread, but you would want to create a new thread. I'm going to click on this thread. And normally I would be able to upload this file. I don't see that it gives me an option, but I'm sure there's the ability to do that. I just have to figure out where you can. Okay, so here is sorry. Here in the world, here is my assignment. You're going to browse your computer. You're going to go back out and upload the PDF file format. And you're going to open it. And then you are going to submit. And that way each one of us will have a copy of our introduction that we can see on the discussion board, and I will have a copy in the file that I can grade. Okay, that's it for this particular assignment. Have fun, and oh my goodness, this is the week that I meet with you already. We'll see you on Thursday. Have a good week.